Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to ye city dwellers and country dwellers and wherever you may be dwelling. At least in the continental U.S. and the other U.S. states, today is known as Thanksgiving Day. Here are the origins of that day. So, traditionally, here in the United States, this is the time where everybody comes together. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into a family fight for most people. um, or not the annual family fight, but this is the day where people often do eat a lot of uh, treats and turkey and pie and potatoes and whatever else. But here is a quick rundown of the history of the holiday Thanksgiving. So, Abraham Lincoln, he was the guy who came up with the idea in 1863 during the midst of the Civil War to have a day of Thanksgiving. Origins go clear back to the Mayflower in 1620, where they were having a harsh winter and half the people died on the ship during the winter. And Squanto was actually a person who was very key here. He was an Indian who was actually captured as a and made a slave and taken to Europe, and later he returned. Now, here's a guy who was very forgiving, and he came back to the United States and ended up being free again, and showed the pilgrims or some of those new settlers how to do corn and a whole bunch of things. So actually, this was a Indian who is probably one of the best model Indians, at least from the little bit that I read, of what forgiveness is like and how to work out problems and get along with people, because this is what he did with the settlers who came in. Um, so we can thank Squanto perhaps for our first Thanksgiving. He made an alliance with the Wampanoag tribe, however you say that word, and the some of these settlers ended up having a feast or festive event with members of this tribe. Regardless of why you celebrate Thanksgiving, part of it is, of course, the traditional eating, but I want you just to enjoy the day, and it's always a great day if you can celebrate being thankful for what you received. And this should almost be a daily thing, but here in the United States, at least we have one day to celebrate being grateful for things. And yes, there are party poopers out there who say we shouldn't have a day of Thanksgiving, and those are probably the people who are the most ungrateful people. I don't care what the origins are so much, as long as people are showing gratitude and being kind to others, then what a better event to celebrate than having a Thanksgiving Day. Enjoy. And here's a song that I wrote some years ago to celebrate being thankful.
Many things that I have been gifted. Give thanks, give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks. Give thanks, I can't move showers us from above.
So there it is. It's a little bit of a clip. There's a guy by the name of Ty Buckley who I guess even set his alarm that he woke up in the morning to with this particular song. So we can be grateful. If you want to view the entire video and listen to the entire song, you can do that on YouTube on the Myles Revolution channel. You could also stream this song through Spotify, Amazon, Apple, whatever, Deezer, whatever you happen to use at your streaming service. This song should be on there. Give Thanks by the Myles Revolution. Frozen state like this. Tip for all of you who eat turkey. If you've never made a turkey before, you know that they come in a frozen state like this. And they're stored in a freezer, generally speaking. But if you want it to be ready and cookable on Thanksgiving, you need to pull your turkey out of your freezer and let that thing thaw, because that's like a big giant piece of ice. And you can't be trying to have this thing thawed on Thanksgiving Day. Now, my wife actually attempted to do that once, and she tried to thaw it at a barbecue, and it didn't work. It wasn't a very pleasant turkey that particular week. But nevertheless, take it out at least 2 days before the day that you want to cook it. And what my wife did is she actually pulled it out on Sunday and put it in the refrigerator here so it could thaw here. But my guess is, oh my goodness, it's hard to do with one hand. Have you ever lifted a turkey with one hand? It's really heavy, especially when it's a dangly. Oh, look, a second set of hands. Woohoo! That's amazing. If only I had an additional set of hands, I would be like amazing, and people would call me a freak. But in any case, that is the tip of the day, is make sure you pull your turkey out at least a couple days in advance to thaw. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to cook your turkey on Thanksgiving. I know that news is a little bit late because today is Thanksgiving, and I forgot about this video. So if you're in that boat where you didn't thaw your turkey, I'm so sorry, but you're not going to be able to eat turkey. And if you do, you might be able to cook the outside of it and work your way to the thoughts or to the raw stuff. But, you know, I'm sorry, but you should have done it in advance. And it has instructions on there that says how long to thaw it for. So tough beans, tough turkey if you didn't thaw it today. Now, on holidays, often our family will come over, and this is one of those events or projects that we usually do on a holiday. Here is an older video. This is before I actually finished my dining room there with the old colors. But we play this game called Settlers of Catan. Can be a long game depending on how much people talk and yak about things that have nothing to do with the game. But the idea today is for me to win this game because I'm sure this game is going to be put out on the table because we have lots of day to celebrate with family. And I hope that no family arguments ensue. Most of my kids are pretty well-natured, and so we're actually looking forward to them, those who are coming over, and having a jovial day where I get to win at least one game, even though there are days in past where I've not been able to win a single game on a holiday, especially like my birthday, but that I always have high hopes for being able to win and slaughter my wonderful family in the game of Settlers of Catan. And that's what's going on with the morning cast today on Thanksgiving Day. I hope you have a wonderful day, and may you digest your food well, that what you eat, whatever it may be, even if it's a chicken, not a turkey. Have a nice day.